Hey guys, it's your girl Jerimiah Beauty back at you with another video, and today I will be talking to you about my shoulder and inner thigh keloid that I have and kind of how they've been doing. Full disclaimer, this is probably going to be a relatively short video because the changes that I've been noticing are kind of slight. They're not drastic changes. They're progressive or persistent changes, which I'm okay with because these are full-blown keloids. You know, there's a lot of layers that got to be pulled back. So before we jump into that, y'all do me the biggest favor, go down, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment below how you're dealing with your keloid scars and what y'all think of these photos that I'm gonna give y'all, and hit that bell button so you never miss another upload from me. And without further ado, we gonna jump into this video. I'm going to start with the elephant in the room. Okay, we're gonna start with the big one that's on the shoulder. And I'm gonna show you a collage that has different angles. So from just looking at it, I feel it kind of is the same size. Yeah. When you look at the front view, the front still looks pretty flat. When you look at the back, it still looks pretty raised. And when you look at the side view from like the side of me, looking at the side of me, those little slabs are still somewhat raised. And then I did a new photo this month, which I'm sad I didn't do last month, so I won't be able to show you a comparison. But I took a photo from, I had like the camera right here, and took a photo from this angle so you can see that side too. Because when I used to get the steroid injections, they would inject me on these two parts of the keloid, and I honestly think that's why I have these flabs, because the keloid grew out. It got flat, but it grew out, and then over time it started raising again when I stopped getting it. So those two areas, I have to make sure I cut a little extra piece to make sure it's covered when I'm putting the steroid tape on there. Because I really want those to flatten down. I feel like those should have been flat by now. But again, we're just going to keep going. I'm sure it's peeling back the layers because now that I've been wearing the steroid tape for a month. It's actually been 3 months now. But now that I've been wearing the tape for a week on and then taking a day off, I think that is going to help progress the progression of these keloids going away, or at least flattening out and lightening up. So as I was talking, I showed you guys the individual photos as well because I want you guys to see how it looks close up. I know sometimes when I do the collages or I do, you know, the compilations and post them up, they can look a little small and you don't really get to see the detail. So I posted them individually so you guys can see that as well. So now that you've seen how it looks as of February 28th of 2022, I'm going to show you how it looked from January and February. I'm going to show you some compilation photos from that. And we're going to start with the top view. Okay. So in this photo, the January photo is the below one and the February photo is the one that's slightly higher. And if you look at this, I feel like, y'all let me know though, I feel like this photo, when you look at January's, the centerpiece looks very light, right? Like there's a lot of contrast there. It's very light. And then you look at the February photo and I feel like it's not as contrasty. Like it's still definitely the most lightest in the middle, but it looks like the overall keloid the discoloration is kind of going away. Like the whole keloid looks like it's getting lighter. And thus it's making the centerpiece not look as white, if that makes sense. And that's really the only change that I've been noticing again with this keloid, because it's just so big and it's still pretty thick. So I think the tape just has to keep peeling back them layers, and over time it'll get flatter, and hopefully the photos will pick that up. But for now, this is the progression that I'm seeing. It's getting lighter and I'll take it. And then if we go to this next photo, this photo is the back view and the side view. And again, these photos look almost the same. But I will say the January photo, which is again on the bottom and the February photo is on the top. The January photo looks more like a brownish red. And I feel like the top photo looks like more like a brownish purple, if that makes sense. Like it's kind of weird. Like that's the only thing I noticed, and that might be a lighting issue, so I might be just doing too much. But that's how it looks. Unfortunately, in January I didn't take a photo from here going out, so you can't really see the other side, but I'm going to start doing that moving forward so I can show you guys side by sides on that. But yeah, that's my overall review with this shoulder one. Like it's still pretty much in the same state, aside from just looking a little lighter, just ever so slightly lighter. So now I'm going to transition into the thigh keloid. And this one, I feel like I've noticed a little more change, a little more progression. So here is the compilation of the different angles. So I got, the first photo is the front view, the second photo is the top view, the third photo is like kind of like a below angle front view, and then the bottom three are like left and right photos. And looking at them, y'all, it looks flatter to me. It looks flatter to me. You'll be able to tell a little more when I show you the side-by-sides from February to January, or January to February. You'll be able to see it a little better. But like even when you look at the bottom middle one, like that side view, it looks flat. That's the two middle photos on the top and bottom. I feel like that's the most accurate photo of how the keloid feels. Like when I run my hand over it, that's how it feels. It feels like it's definitely gotten flatter. It's just like a slight raise there, and as you see, it's still pretty dark. So that is that photo. I'm going to start with the front view side by side from January to February. And again, February is on top, January is on the bottom. And as you can see, well, as I can see, the top photo looks a little flatter to me. Oh my gosh, I hate the hiccups. It still looks dark, but it looks flatter in the top photo. Y'all let me know. And then again, in the bottom photo, you can still tell that the middle part is raised. So like it's like an ovular or an infinity symbol sign. I don't know. It looks kind of like a figure 8 in the bottom one. And then in the top one, it looks more like the two pieces have like, you know, it's become from one keloid to two keloids, and that center part is flat, and the center part is also pretty light. So in my opinion, it looks flatter in the top photo. It doesn't look as protruding. And then here I'll show you this other picture. This is a bottom angle photo, bottom angle side by side. So again, the bottom one is from January, and I feel like that one, I feel like it looks thicker. Yeah, it looks thicker. It looks more raised in the January photo than it does in the top photo, which is from February. So, but y'all let me know. Like, I feel like you could tell more so that the bottom one it's more like this, versus the top one, it's more like that, and the middle part is flatter. So y'all let me know in the comments, though. Maybe I'm tripping. And then this last one that I have for you guys is the top view photo, which again, I think is the most accurate, because that's just how it feels when I run my hand over it. So the top one is again from February, bottom one's from January. And when you look at the January one, I feel like you can tell that that right side of the scar was more raised than the left side. And now in the February one, they both look like they're just as flat. So I'm taking that as growth. That looks like growth to me. And unfortunately, I don't have like a side-by-side photo from January to February, but next month I will, because obviously I have the side photos from this month. So I will try to do better with taking all the angles and keeping them, so I can at least show you a month to month, you know, compilation. But as of now, you'll just have to look at the collage photo that I showed you in the individual photos, where you can see that like the side view, it looks flat. It does. It really does. So that is all I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys see some type of growth in this, and I hope you know whatever you guys are doing with your keloids, that it is working for you as well. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, and hit that bell button so you don't miss any more uploads from me. I upload a video on this scar every month so that you can see the progression. And I'm gonna keep doing these videos separately. So I used to try to do all of them in one video, but they're too long. I don't want them to be 20 minutes. I'd rather do 2 10-minute or 2 8-minute videos for you guys than do one that's 20 to 22 minutes. It's just, that's a lot. Okay, it's a lot for me because I have to sit there and record it, then edit it, and then upload it versus like just doing the 2. So I'm gonna keep up with this 2, and maybe I'll just post them like on different days. Like maybe I'll post one on a Monday, one on a Wednesday, or we'll see how I feel. But I think that's going to be the new go-to for the remainder of these updates. And yeah, y'all just stay tuned for them, because you know, more is to come. You know, the goal is to do this for the entire year, and then I'll reconvene at the end of the year to see if I want to try to start doing the steroid injections again, and then immediately do the steroid tape, you know, to make sure something is always on the keloid to kind of prevent it from growing out. So we'll see, but that'll be a bridge I'll have to cross when I get there, because I'm still on the fence, because I hate that this one grew out so much. It used to be as big as my nail, okay? And you see how big it is now. That's a lot. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys. Thanks again for watching. Hope it was helpful, and I hope you guys have a blessed week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.